Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is 2021, and here we are. I am going to shoot a video of the pros and cons of living in Phoenix, Arizona. Now, I actually conducted a survey. This is not just my pros and cons. I actually conducted a survey, and I had over 40 comments of people who actually live here in Phoenix, Arizona. And I am going to share the pros and cons of living in Phoenix, Arizona from people who actually have moved here and actually live here right now. So with that being said, that's what today's video is all about. It's about people that actually moved from like California, Las Vegas, Colorado, Chicago, New York City. Many of my the question I posted on this group was your pros and cons of living in Phoenix, Arizona are. So with that being said, let's just jump right into the data. I'm going to get into some comments here and just show you what people are saying about living in Phoenix, Arizona. And then I'm going to go through some, give you some of my insights and my inputs as well. So Jason Tran, he said pros, it's not California. The con is the heat in the summer means less shooting times. And I responded to Jason and said, true indeed. It's too hot for the bang bang. Now, if you are into the bang bang, and if you know what I mean by the bang bang, ammo is we have a lot of ranges here. We have over 14 ranges. So in the summertime, it does get a little hot out there, especially for the outside ranges. So if you're looking for something to bang bang, you're going to have to bang bang inside. So that's kind of the pro. In the wintertime, you can go outside to the outdoor ranges and have a great time. But when the summertime hits, that's the con of living in Phoenix, Arizona, is that you have to start going indoors. And of course, not only does the ammo cost you money, but you have to reserve a lane as well, shooting range, to get that going as well. So with that being said, Jason Tran, shout out to you for giving me that. That is the pros and cons from him. And obviously he's from California, so there's a lot of things that go into from California. We got Jonathan Gathan, pro, the weather, the con, the weather. But seriously, the best weather and the people out here are amazing. I agree with you 100%. The pro is the weather. Right now, we are currently in the winter months, and I'm telling you, it like gets to the mid 40s at night, early in the morning, the mid 60s in the afternoon. You can go outside. We're still wearing shorts, a little polo, a light sweater. There's no snow here. So you get to enjoy the weather. But yes, the con, the weather in the summer months, it is a little difficult to bear, especially last year when we had record months of heat. Thank you for the comment, sir. I appreciate it. Now he does. He starts leaving the summer, as you can see here. So he's a modern day snowbird. Comes in for the winters and leaves for the summers. Dustin Redmond, 52 weeks a year golfing. Now, that is one thing that you can do here in Arizona is you can golf almost all year round. The summer months gets a little crazy, but you can still do it as long as you're drinking some water. And we have over 300 golf courses here in Phoenix, Arizona. So if you are a golfer or trying to increase your game and you're coming in from the East Coast, let me just adjust myself here. You have over 300 golf courses across Phoenix, Arizona. Prices tend to increase in the wintertime, but in the summertime, you can get some smashing deals, hit the course, bring a lot of water. Wouldn't drink too much on the course, but you must definitely have to rehydrate. But it's always a fun time, and we are super busy in the winter times as far as golfing all year round, and you can do that all year round as long as you're okay with the heat in the summer. You just got to wear a lot of sunscreen and put on a big hat because that sun is brutal in the summer, and make sure you bring a lot of H2O. Now, Lee Crawford, pro, nice weather in the winter. Con, monsoon season is a joke. Mr. Rain. Now, I believe Lee Crawford, we just helped them purchase a house here, but they're pretty much from like up Midwest, Alaska, Seattle, Toronto, all that area. So they get a lot of rain. So here is their monsoon season. is I'm not going to kid you. There's some people here that think that the monsoon season is crazy, and Arizona drivers, they don't know how to drive in the rain. I'm gonna be honest with you. And you have all, you gotta understand our climate is we are 100% sun almost all year round. So we don't get a whole lot of rain. Okay, this past year in 2020, we didn't get a whole lot of rain. So when it rains, all that oil comes up on the pavements, and you see a lot of accidents, a lot of people hydroplaning, and it is just crazy that Arizona drivers don't know how to drive in the rain. But people coming in from the northwest, where they see a lot of rain, they think of these showers. People are pulling over. They think about these showers as this is just like a sprinkle. So I get what you're talking there, Lee Crawford. Yep. If they get simulated thunder and lightning, maybe. So that's what she's saying here. It's just like some sprinklers. It's nothing like upper north Midwest where you get the rains. So thank you for that comment. I appreciate it. David Gutierrez Cuberro said, "Pro, it's not Cali. Con, Cali is moving in," and he hit a great point here. It's not California, as we don't have all the oceans and the best weather 365 days a year, but a lot of Californians are moving out of California. And I kind of asked him, what did you mean it's not Cali? So I kind of wanted to dig deeper with him to see what he was saying about why it's not California. And I asked him, is it not like California prices for real estate, or what was he getting into? And this is what he said. And this is his truth, okay? This is his comment. I don't get into a whole lot of the politics here on the YouTube channel, and I don't like to do that stuff. So I really appreciate his comment, because he's just telling the truth from inside of him on what he sees. So he's saying that pretty much that Cali prices, politics, the philosophy, the population density, the taxes, the restrictions on freedoms, the list could continue, but those are the majors. Now, if you are from California, I would like to hear a comment on that below, maybe in the chat. Let me see if I got anybody chatting with me right now. So leave a comment below. And I would love to have an AZ one-on-one class for all the people moving to AZ to remind them why they left California and the philosophical and politics underpinning the AZ that makes AZ, how not to mess it up for the freedom of loving Americans. So I'm going to shoot a video of AZ 101 and give you guys some tips when you're moving over here to Phoenix, Arizona. I'm actually helping one person from California. They are leaving because of the forest fires. They're tired of the forest fires. They had to evacuate their house 3 times. They couldn't sleep inside their home because of the smoke. They could smell the smoke when they would sleep. Taking care of the grandkids, they did not like that, so they are leaving California. They are buying in Chandler, Arizona, so we are helping them out. They move in about 2 weeks, so shout out to them. Let me see here. We have Gino Martinez. Love Colorado summers too much. Well, Gino, I appreciate it. Colorado seems like a very nice place. For me, I am not a snow guy, so it's a lot easier for me to cool off than to warm up. I have family in Chicago, and we went there in March, and it was freezing. So I am not a cold person. I don't own too many jackets. So with that being said, I appreciate your comment, man. And I do believe that you just bought and built a house in Colorado, so I figure you'd be staying there for a while. Congrats, my friend. Dexter Goxon, one of my past clients, my 49er buddy. Yes, pros, hot girls on the river. Cons, hot girls on the river. He's a funny guy. He's married, okay, so he's just a funny guy, but he's my 49er buddy. We go to the Salt River, and if you've never been on the Salt River, it's a river where you can go tubing, you can bring your canoes, you can go just all day there. The summer months, it does open up. It's a little hot, so you got to bring some towels to put on the tubes, get to float around, bring a nice chest of beer, hang around with some friends, and just float all day long, have a good time. You will be tired, so check that out, Salt River, if you're ever in Phoenix for the summer, or if you just moved here, saltriver.com. I think it's saltriver.com. Just put in Salt River in Google. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Thanks, Dexter, for the comment. You're funny, man. Jason Pinkley, no cons, only pros. I kind of asked him like what? Can you give us some pros and cons of living in Arizona? Jason is from New Mexico, where I'm originally from. He said hunting, fishing, boating, kayaking, snow skiing. Of course, you have to go up north for that. Camping, the sand dunes, etc. Along with the great cost of living, great wages, traffic grid is laid out nicely. I really like how that I just jump, a hop, a skip, and a jump to the California beaches, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Vegas, and within less than a day's drive. Love me some Southwest, brother. That is correct. So I pull out some stats here. If you move into Phoenix, Arizona, we do have 128 lakes, 5 major rivers. Phoenix to San Diego is literally just 5 hours and 30 minutes, depending on traffic. Phoenix to Utah is 9 hours. Phoenix to Colorado is 12 hours. And Phoenix to New Mexico is 6 hours. We have one of the major airports, Sky Harbor Airport, and it's a main hub as well. And you could pretty much fly anywhere from Sky Harbor. He makes some great points. There's a lot of activities to do outside when the weather is nice. And even when the summer is here, you're able to go to San Diego, touch some ocean, go hang out there for a weekend, drive back, and you're back in Phoenix, Arizona for work on Monday. Robert Big Daddy Sharp, pros, cheaper than San Diego. Cons, it's hot ASF in the summer. Robert, that is correct. Now, I want to kind of touch base on the summer weather. This past year in 2020 was brutal. It was pretty hot. So we had 145 days of heat last year in 2020. That was crazy. July and August were the hottest. 143 days. It was just crazy hot. We broke a lot of records. Let me bring this up. We broke a lot of records. So triple digits, in 2020, we had 145 days of triple digit weather. The record was 143. Temperatures above 110 degrees, we broke the record at 53 days. And then the record for that, for 110 degree weather, was only 33 days. We broke the record for temperatures, get this, 115 degrees. We had 14 days of temperatures above 115. The record was 7. So with that being said, folks, is Robert brought up a great point. The summer was brutal. It was brutal, and I hope it doesn't get that bad this coming year, but you never know. Mike Lambert, shorts and T-shorts most of the year. Yes, when you're conducting real estate business, I usually just wear some nice shorts and a polo T-shirt, depending on the client, but it is super hot in the summer. So don't think if you're moving to Phoenix, Arizona in the summer that you're going to get a 3-piece suit unless you kind of want that kind of real estate agent up in North Scottsdale, the Arcadia area, and you're working with multi-million dollars. People with that kind of money are kind of casual anyways, to be honest with you. I know that for a fact. But if you're going to be working with me, I will be in some kind of polo like this, maybe some jeans or some polo shorts. It is super hot in the summer to be in your vehicle, driving around, showing homes, and going on appointments. So make sure you have a really great AC unit in your vehicle. But other than that, it is shorts and polo all day long. Even a lot of the corporate businesses here have promoted, hey, as long as you're wearing shorts, a nice polo, that is professional for us because they know how hot it is. You gotta understand, is you wake up at 6, 7 in the morning. In the summertime, it's 90 degrees. It's gonna get up all the way up to 115, and in the afternoon, then it's gonna drop back to maybe 90 degrees if you're lucky. So it is hot for the summer. July and August are probably the worst months ever. Jeff Bosch beats the snow. 9 months of great weather. We are in great weather right now. So if you can bear the other 4, you're going to be great. So if you're moving to Phoenix, Arizona, and living here in Phoenix, Arizona, that's what you got to deal with, is you get the hot, but you get the reward of the great weather. So take advantage. Chris Medina, weather, of course. My AZ Cardinal fan. He's a native here in Phoenix, Arizona, so he's been here all his life. So the summers are brutal. I suggest you have a pool if you don't have a pool. But we didn't have a pool for 12 years. We're putting a pool now, okay? Just with the whole panty and the situation that's going on, it was hard and difficult for the children to figure out what to do with them. So we're building a pool now, and I'm going to do a video of us not having a pool and dealing with the summers, living in Phoenix, Arizona. And now that we have the pool, it's not finished yet, but I'll be doing a video after we get the pool installed and we start hanging out outside and then waiting for the summer to go through, and I'll do living in Phoenix with the pool as well. It's pretty crazy. Jason Coleman, low property and income taxes. That is correct. You can actually have a 3,000 square foot house and your property taxes could be as low as like $1,800. I am not kidding you. So think about the property taxes. If you're coming in from, like, Texas has high property taxes. California, I believe, has high property taxes as well and high income taxes. Well, Phoenix, Arizona does not have that. And then the way the lot of the lay of the land here in Phoenix, Arizona, it's lot and block. So everything is square. It is not all curvy like California or Portland, Oregon, where you can actually get places pretty quick because it's a lot and block situation. And it's just straight. Baseline runs all the way east to west. The Central runs all the way north to south. It hits the South Mountain and goes all the way north. So it's just lot and block situation here, and it's the perfect way how just to get around in Arizona. So thank you, Jason, for that comment. Jonathan Sawyer, a picture of when most of the country is covered in snow. I rest my case. You can see they're in a jeans, a t-shirt, holding a beer, and he's in shorts and a polo. So that pretty much kind of tells you exactly how you need to dress here in Phoenix, Arizona during the winter. Let me just check the chat. Make sure nothing's going on. Okay, perfect. Charlotte, Burr, miserably hot and ugly. Yes, the summers were brutal, like I said. But like I said, is you have places to go to cool off, and you can always hit up north to cool off. That is the wonderful thing about Arizona is you can go to California, you can go to Colorado, you can go to Utah, you can head up to Sedona, you can head up to Flagstaff, you can head up to Payson, you can do some fishing, you can get out. And honestly, if you just leave for the summer, for the weekend, at least for a weekend, it's actually like maybe 8 to 12, 15 degrees cooler if you head somewhere else. We actually head to New Mexico for the summer months, at least for a month and a half to 2, just to cool off. It is kind of brutal here. So, if you have a chance and you're thinking about pros and cons of living in Phoenix, Arizona, that's one of the things you got to consider is the summer months. Most people can't have 2 places to go, but most definitely you can go and leave for the weekend and cool off and come back. Most definitely. So those are the pros and cons live from people on the question that I actually asked in my Facebook group. So once again, if you can help us out with the algorithm, click that like button and that subscribe button. So when we drop the latest video, you get notified once we drop that video. I mean, I'm just bringing you some information just like this, living in Phoenix, Arizona, first-time homebuyer content, home seller content, the Phoenix real estate market updates. So you can be mindful when you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in some real estate. So with that being said, my friends, I hope you enjoyed today's video of pros and cons of living in Phoenix, Arizona. Actual people that actually live here, who moved here from a different state. No green screen behind me, okay? I actually live here. I can walk out and show you. So just be careful of those videos on YouTube when they're saying about pros and cons of living in Phoenix, Arizona, when they're living in a different state. Just putting it out there. So with that being said, my friends, don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button to help my channel grow. I hope you're enjoying the content, and we'll see you on the next video. Me at Victor@freeagentproperties.com. Again, that email address is Victor@freeagentproperties.com, where we release new videos each week on home buyer tips, home seller tips, the Phoenix housing market update so you can be mindful when you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate. We will talk to you soon. If you have any questions, email